different side of business.
That's fantastic. And so then let's talk about teal. So teal has to do with, does that have to do with ovarian cancer?
Yes.
All right.
That stands for Tell Every Amazing Lady About Ovarian Cancer.
And so what drove you into that? What led you into picking that particular project to work on?
My cousin Jennifer was diagnosed with ovarian cancer at a very young age.
Is she okay now?
Actually, she was free for about 6 years, and she recently had to start treatment again. So yeah, but she's growing strong, and we're just praying for her, and she's doing a great job. And I wanted to support her in any way that I could because I had no idea that she had ovarian cancer. And so I started volunteering with Teal, and from there I did an interview with them to be their youth ambassador. And so now it's my job to spread awareness and educate my generation about the signs and symptoms of ovarian cancer.
Amazing. Hashtag let's keep Jennifer in our prayers and thoughts. So we're going to be doing great on that. So I want to, by just researching KITARA, and we're going to leave all her social media links in our show, you're going to see all that. I am blown away by this young lady. I keep saying that because I spent quite a few times just researching and reading about her. And for someone like me as an adult, I had a moment when I had to question myself, what am I doing with my life? It's just so impressive. I feel like, and I think I want you to talk to people. What drove you? How did this drive come about? Whereby you are involved in so many things and you're making an impact, you're influencing so many areas in your life, and you're also a good student. You do very well. You're on the dean's list.
I'm on the honor society.
Yes. So where do you get the time? How do you manage all of this?
It's all about planning.
Planning.
Yep, you have to.
You heard that?
Have a
Planning.
good schedule. You and my mom take the time out to plan everything. But as long as you do your schoolwork, that's the most important thing. My mom lets me do everything that I love to do as long as I get good grades. So
exactly. Great job, Mom. Her mom is here somewhere. So now let's talk about the fact that you do all these things. Do you have a social life? Like, you're 17, you're still a kid. I mean, let's just not get confused. She's still a young kid, right? How do you socialize? What do you do to be a 17-year-old?
Well, I definitely meet kids my age through all the things that I do, but I do have some friends from my old school that I used to go to.
Right.
And I just recently went to my first high school football game. I know that sounds so cheesy, but I never been to an actual high school, so that was something that was very exciting to me.
Yeah.
And I still get to do normal teenage things, but I definitely meet kids through my
Do you wish you went to high school?
It's so funny that you say that. I was talking to my mom about that.
Yeah.
I don't think I would be the same person.
Why do you think that?
Because I wouldn't be able to do everything that I do now.
Okay.
I wouldn't be able to help people and inspire people. I would just be a normal 17-year-old going to school who does things on the side, but I get to do what I love every single day.
Yeah.
And that's something that is so, makes me very happy.
Yeah. So what is your relationship like with your mom?
Oh, we're very close. Very, very close. She's my number one supporter. There's nobody that can support you like your mom.
So at what age did your mom say, this is my it daughter? Like, she has the it factor.
Well, when I was 4 years old, I think that was when it all started. She put me into a modeling school called Passerella, and
we had to look for it. So.
Oh, thank you. And from there, we just kept working, and it didn't stop. And my passion for it just grew even more as I got older.
Now, are you an only child, or you have?
I'm not an only child, but growing up, I was kind of an only child.
So your mom just loved up on you, didn't she?
Yep. Yep, I was the baby of the house.
You're the baby of the house. Great. So let's talk. I want to be able to talk a little bit more about Teal. I think that really piqued my interest. and just hearing the story about your cousin, right, Jennifer. So where is Teal right now, and what impact, or how can people go to the website, or where do people go if they're looking to really to participate with Teal?
Well, Teal's headquarters is in Prospect Park, Brooklyn, and you can go to tealwalk.org.
Which is TEAL. Right?
Yes, Teal.
Teal, yeah.
Tealwalk.org to find out when their walks are. They have some classes and some support groups, and they also have Men of Teal.
Oh.
If there's any men that have been affected
Right.
by
Ovarian cancer. Yeah, absolutely.
There's tons of different, and I have an Instagram page, Teal1KC, for anyone who wants to check
interested.
out.
Okay, perfect. So we're back. We know that you went on Fashion Week, New York Fashion Week, and you had a great success there because you are also a designer.
Yes, I am.
Right? KITARA Designs.
Yes.
Amazing. So she's 17 years old, girl, guys and girls, and I just want to remind you who's a designer. She's a musician. She's an actress. She's a dancer. She plays electric guitar, and you like to bake, and you like kickboxing.
Yes.
Did my homework.
Yes, you did.
And so let's talk about KITARA Designs. How did the name come about?
Well, my name is Kiara.
Kiara, yeah.
And I wanted to find like an alter ego. So we were looking, and I found the name KITARA, and I was like, that is so perfect. I absolutely love it. So I fell in love with that name. And from there, we just on the KITARA Design.
Yeah. So how long has KITARA Design been in existence?
For about 4 years now.
Yeah. What do you focus on? What is your brand? What is it that we can know this is KITARA Design? What you know?
It's all corsets and bra tops and capes and just elegance. It's very classy, but also sexy at the same time.
Exactly. Ooh, sexy.
Yes.
So we are actually going to see some of your clothing line. We're going to have some models who are going to model her clothing line for us to see. And I am so proud of you. So on fact, just before we wrap this session up, on Fashion Week, who was one of your favorite designers apart from KITARA Design? Which other designers did you?
Any fashion week?
No, this past one.
I loved the Ralph Lauren show.
Okay.
I watched it like 20 times online.
Why?
I just love the way that he puts his shows on and takes you, and he had kids in it, and it was so fantastic, and I thought it was great, the contrast between the adults and kids. It was amazing.
Yeah. And what would you say differentiates you from other designers?
I think because nobody really does corsets and bras. I haven't
like
really.
In the 1800s with corsets, but bringing it back with a new twist.
My mom used to do it in the 80s.
Right.
So when I saw that, I was like, I want to make some of my own, and she taught me how to do them, and from there I started putting my own modern twist to them. So
yeah,
it's kind of like the modern day corsets.
I actually saw them and I love it. I love it. I love them a lot. I just hope that I'll look good in them as the models who are wearing them.
Anybody looks good in a corset. Hey.
But we are definitely going to have the models come around and model your clothing, and so we'll be right back. And I want to thank Kiara for joining me on this segment, and we'll talk more to her later on the show. Thanks so much for watching. We'll be back.
Done?